What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my bathroom. This is the one that hasn't been renovated, so mind the crazy pink tiles in the background. The twins are asleep. I have very little time, so I am going to try and throw on a face so that we can get ready to go down and do my rolls for NetGalley November. So for NetGalley November, I only have about 15-20 titles on my NetGalley list. So I'm not going to be able to complete my entire bingo board. So I also did some of my advanced listener copies from Libra FM. You'll see I've created like the bingo board where I filled it in. And so we're going to do our rolls. We're going to see what books I get. We're going to hope and pray that all, if not the majority of them, have audiobooks, because as you can see, the only way I can get any reading done at the moment is listening. I'm not currently because I'm talking to you, but at the moment I'm listening to Keeping 13 to try and finish my final book for Fabelin, which I didn't end up vlogging. As you can see, I have been MIA for a long time. My plan was to kind of just come back in January, like fresh start, etc. But given the fact that November will have a lot of pickpong TBR and December usually doesn't have pickpong TBR, I usually do something a little bit different. I thought, why not just get back into it now? Try and get in the rhythm of like editing, posting on the odd occasion. I've slowly been getting back into sprints. You guys have probably started to see my name like popping up every so often with Fabelin and now with NetGalley November. But it's been pretty crazy just because of obviously new humans. If you are new here, I have 12-week-old, 3-month-old, whichever way you want to look at it, twins, a boy and a girl. And I already have a 3.5-year-old toddler. So life is pretty crazy. By the way, I do not do any kind of chaotic makeup. I just put tinted moisturizer on and now I'm doing some mascara. So don't judge me for this, but I just want to feel like I've actually done something rather than just gotten out of bed this morning. I've tied my hair in a messy bun. I'm wearing a beautiful, what is this freaking material called? Fleece jumper, because it is currently 13 degrees here in Australia. We had like 38-degree weather last week and now it's 13. Like, can't make up its mind. So I'm in fleece. I probably have baby spew up on me somewhere because my babies are both vomiters and I just don't bother changing every single time it happens because I would have like way more laundry than I need. Anyways, I have rambled for a while. Let's go do the rolls, find out what books I'm going to be reading in November, and then we will talk about them. So insert clips of rolls here, and then I will get set up in a better position that is not my smelly bathroom and tell you about the books that I'm going to be reading. Okay, so as you would have seen, my first roll got us a 5 and a 4, which if you look at my graphic, this gets us to, what's it called? Really Madly Deeply by LJ Shen. This is a Libra FM advanced listener copy that I have, and it follows our main character, Cal. She has had to like move back to her hometown after her father has died. She's like trying to soothe her mother's broken heart, etc. While she goes home, she finds out that she is jobless and needs to get a job. We have our other main character who is named Ambrose, and he is a 5-star Michelin chef who pretty much lives for food and not feelings. He thinks women are distractions. They used to have like an old like past. He's the best friend's older brother. They used to have a past and now they have end up working together because she has to knock on his door and be like, I need a job. So it's like an enemies to lovers kind of old flame culinary spicy romance with chaos is what I've been told. So very excited for this one. The audiobook I think is only like, I don't even know how long it is. Hang on. This one is a bit on the bigger side though. It is 500 pages. So the dice did me a little dirty on that one, but thankfully I have the audiobook for it so I can smash this one out pretty quickly. So my second roll you would have seen was a 5 and a 5, and this brings us to The Borrowed Life of Frederick Fife. So this one's about Fred. He is 82, super kind, totally lonely, and he somehow ends up taking the place of another man in a nursing home by mistake. Suddenly he's got a bed, he's got warm meals, and kind of like a whole new life. As long as no one figures out who he really is, he should be fine. But then he ends up drawing the attention of one of the carers in the old folk home, and they have an unlikely friendship. So this is kind of like found family, kind of a little bit more on the lighter side of things. I'm expecting a Man Called Uwe kind of vibe, so I'm hoping it's gonna be fun. Only 336 pages, so a little bit shorter than the last one, so I should be able to finish this one off. Again, this is another advanced listener copy that I have from Libra FM. So my next one is a 5 and a 3, and this gets me to The Dragon Rider by Taryn Matharu. This was kind of like a TikToky sensation to kind of start with, and then it kind of flopped. So I'm nervous about this one because I don't know how good it's going to be. I feel like it jumped onto the dragon book hype, and I don't know if it's actually going to deliver, and it is very chunky. I think it's 564 pages. What is it? This dice getting me over 500-page books. I do feel like it does sound quite epic. I've kind of been like erring away from epic fantasies lately just because of my like ability to pay attention to them recently. But I'm excited to give one a chance. This one, I've had a like art copy of this since I was at Booktopia, but this one I have the advanced listener copy of as well from Libro FM, so I can listen to this one also. So we follow Jai, who's like a royal hostage from memory, and his father was executed after like this failed rebellion, and then dragons arrive when he's like in his like court for a what do they call it, like a marriage like alliance that had to happen, and all this chaos breaks out. And so he uses this opportunity to be like, okay, sweet, I'm gonna like bail. And when he bails, he steals like a handmaiden and a dragon egg. And now he's on the run, and he's like learning all about like how to bond with dragons and magic and like how to survive long enough so that he can like get revenge somehow to like for his father's execution. It does have that classic fantasy adventure vibe that like I usually would go for and enjoy. I just need to be in the right headspace for it. And after spending a whole month reading like practically smut and romance, because my character got bonus points if I read romance, and then I did smutella in October, I think it'll be nice to pick up a fantasy. I'm not gonna lie, I just wasn't hoping for it to be an epic fantasy, especially over 500 pages. So I'm intimidated by this one, but I think it's actually gonna be a really fun time. The next role got me a fun one, which is to review a cookbook. The cookbook that I randomly decided to do is cookies. I'll bake a couple cookies and review them somehow on my page, on my Instagram, which is linked down below if you want to go check it out. Somewhere I will tell you about how the cookies go. My daughter and my father are both cookie fiends. They are obsessed with cookies. My daughter literally every night will be like, Mummy, if I finish all my dinner, can I have a cookie? That's her thing. She wants cookies. So I will be making probably, I will say three across the month, different cookies from that cookie recipe. I will probably end up only making one, but I'm gonna say 3. So I will let you know how that goes, but that is the next one, is a cookbook I need to review. So I won't exactly be able to tell you too much about it, other than the fact that I'm assuming it's a bunch of classic cookie recipes. I'm gonna try and do, you know, like a classic, maybe like chocolate chip cookie out of that. And then maybe I'll try like 2 different kinds of things that like I haven't really had before. And we'll see how we go. So my next roll was a 2 and a 2, and 2 and 2 makes fun. I don't know why I said that. That was terrible. Anyways, so this one is Her Dirty Best Friend. This is by Adele Knight. This is actually book 2 in a series. I actually requested this during Smutella because we were talking about the fact that, who's that guy that everyone's obsessed with that narrates audiobooks? Is Teddy Hamilton. So Teddy Hamilton narrates this. So we were talking about Teddy Hamilton as a narrator, and this is narrated by him. So we requested it. A couple of people read it during Smutella when they'd finished like other books. It's like a side quest. I obviously still have it to read. So it showed up. The good thing about this is it's shorter than all the other giant books that have been put on this list. It's only like 142 pages or something. So it's like a 4-hour audiobook. I'll be able to smash it out in probably like one sitting. This one sounds so fun and spicy. So we have a romance author who's great at writing steamy scenes, but she's actually never experienced any of them. And she has 0 life experience. So what she does is her research, she discusses like her best friend's like hookups with him. His name's Ollie, which is potentially gonna be a little bit weird considering one of my twins' name is Oliver, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it. And then like as they keep discussing things, she starts to imagine herself like in the scenes with him. And so the next time she needs to do research, he offers to like help. And well, things obviously get a little bit hotter than expected. And it's like a short, steamy romance between friends to lovers. It's pretty much exactly what it says it's going to be. I don't expect anything like amazing out of this, but the fact that Teddy Hamilton narrates it, I think I'm going to have a good time. Even though he's not attractive as a person, his voice is fantastic. So we'll give it a shot. I'll probably also read book 1 in this series just because my weird little quirk, I cannot read like I can't just jump to book 2 in the series. Book 1 is available on Hoopla, so I'll probably listen to book 1 and then jump into book 2. Book 2 is the one that I have to review for NetGalley. And my final roll was a 2 and a 5, which got us to Branded by Saffron A. Kent. I requested this one during Smartella, and how it came to be was we all decided we were going to buddy read Pen Pal by S.T. Geisinger. I think it is S.J. Geisinger. I'll put it up here. That was fun. We had a really good time. Lots of 5 stars around. We all enjoyed buddy reading that. This is claimed to be Pen Pal meets Yellowstone, which, like, if you all know, I love me a cowboy romance. So I just decided to like give it a shot. It's going to be like a dark western romance about like a college student who exchanges a letter with a prison inmate under a fake name. And then he gets released and starts to come looking for her. They're pretty much saying that we need to think like obsession, secrets, gritty cowboy danger. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to give it a shot. It's definitely one of those ones I think I'm going to love because I love me a morally grey character. I love me a dark romance. And I do love like twists, which Pen Pal had lots of twists, even though I guessed them. So we'll jump into that one and give it a red hot crack. So that's what my 6 rolls are. Not too many. If I finish all of these 6 books, then I will do more rolls. But I think 6 books in the month of November is pretty good for someone with 3-month-old twins, toddler, chaos life, you know, whatever. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you would like to leave something down below comment wise, but you don't really know what you want to say, you can leave a cowboy hat in the comments for Branded. The link to my Instagram and Storygraph is down below as well if you want to follow along for my thoughts on these books as I read them live. Otherwise, until next time, which I don't know when that'll be, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.